And we are live. Hello, folks. Bill and Brian with Energy Rogue here. Talk a little bit about Nat Gas. Man, are we going to go as high as $4 this summer, Brian? I mean, it's pretty hot out there.
It is very hot. It is very hot. So we're going to dive into that right after we do the intro. That'll give you a time to get a cup of coffee.
There
So
you go, because you're going to need it. A cup of
get
hot coffee.
hot coffee because you got to listen to us two guys. So anyway, watch this, and we'll be right back.
So, Brian, I forget, what are the three main things that cause gas prices to go up or down?
Let's see. I think one of them starts with a W.
That's right. I think it's weather. And then the second one is weather. Third one's weather.
Well, the third one's weather, but there is a fourth one that may crack into the top three. Wind may come into that at some point.
Well, that's true. That's the,
Um, So there's another W that is coming. So I will say this. I'm gonna start with the conclusion. So anybody that wants to watch the conclusion and not listen to us drone on, I think I see $4, but later this year. I see $4 in the prompt later this year, and I think I have it pegged for October, which is technically outside of summer. So I'm saying no, it won't be $4. How about you, Bill?
I still think we're a little bit light of that, though. Today's move up was pretty surprising. I mean, we're 287 for the August contracts, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, let's take a look at what happened. We were taking a look at crude oil and talking about some international stuff with our members, which, by the way, if you want to join and become part of Rogue Nation, you can go to our website, energyrogue.com, click register. It's $89 a month. If you're not satisfied, you can cancel at any time. You get 150 interactive and downloadable charts, a daily email, a weekly report with our sentiment on the market, plus a weekly video that Bill and Brian goes deeper. We actually delivered that a little earlier, and we went deep into oil and natural gas on where the potential may go. So, if you want to join, sign up, and if you're
Wow,
not
that
convinced,
sounds cheap for all that stuff.
yeah, well, it is. If you're curious about it and you want to find out more, there is a link down below. You can actually schedule a meeting with Bill and myself, and we will be happy to talk to you. So, commercial over. Let's take a look at natural gas. Of course, last week, storage came out within 3 BCF of what we anticipated. It came out at 95, and I think the opinion poll was 92. So now, what I want to take you back to is right here. In mid June, we went from 231 to 280. We're at 280. So in the last 12 days, we've gone over 50 cents, and that's on a $2.30 commodity. So we are talking about a massive move up. Now, part of that massive move is based upon weather forecasts, demand, and supply, which is starting to tip, which has been on the theme. But when we look at this, we actually had a projection. When did I first talk about that $3 call?
Oh, it's been a month or so ago.
Yeah. So I've been communicating to our members that I expected natural gas to be at $3 by the end of June, early July. I don't think we're going to make it. So I thought I was going to be on target, but you got to bear in mind we were down at this 213 to $20 220 level when I was making that. So it sounded a lot more bold. When I say that 280, you're like, yeah, so what? This level is super important from a technical side, but let's take a quick look at some of the fundamentals. Okay, this one.
And so, folks, all the charts you're seeing is what you get with Energy Rogue Edge. And so, this is what we use our stuff to come up with the stuff. And this is why we developed it. So, we're able to discuss this with people.
So that we can digest the market and we could take a look at supply. Supply 99.7 BCF a day on production and 5.1 on Canadian imports. I'm going to show you a different chart in a minute. That 99.7, I want you to think about that number, but let's take a look at this demand number, 37.7. That is some of the highest electric demand we have had in a long time, and LNG imports are down at 10.9. But let me show you something on the supply side of the equation. Take a look at this. At the end of May, we were at 101.7 BCF a day. We have filtered back down to 99.7. We're off 2 BCF a day. And a lot of this is fueled by dropping rigs, deferred completions. So we actually have a prognosis and a projection on natural gas production, which is probably fueling a lot of my sentiment. My sentiment is $4 by October. That may be aggressive, and maybe we won't get there. I mean, there's a lot of potential volatility in the market, but I'm pretty close on my $3 by end of June and July, and we're not right all the time, and there are disclaimers down below. This is not a recommendation to buy or sell any commodity. If you want to get bored, you can read our terms of service. Let me pause there. I've been talking. What do you think, Bill?
Well, I think the biggest thing in natural gas is that at the current prices, and Brian, if you pull up the daily unmasking and show that future pricing, um,
Right
you
there.
can see there that we got nothing above $4 for years. And I think you're going to have to be above $4 before you're going to bring in any significant drilling.
Yep.
So, I mean, everybody talks about $75 is probably where oil price will continue to go for a while, between 75 and 80. There's enough there. But in gas, if it's got a $2 handle, people are just not interested in putting rigs to work at that. Now, with the gas production going down, like we've been looking at, and with the rig count going down, I think we're going to be able to see that. If I think we could see a print of $4 this summer. That would be very volatile, extremely volatile.
So take a look at this. This is how much we've dropped just since May on gas rigs.
Right.
161 down to 130. Okay. So that is going to be massive.
So, and it takes it a while to show up.
And if you take a look at where those rigs are dropping, let me look at Marcellus Utica. Where those rigs are dropping include the Marcellus Utica, Haynesville, Permian. And Permian is a lot of associated gas. Let's take a look here.
And also, we don't have any really big LNG projects coming online this year that I remember. There might be one that's getting close. I think it got postponed to next year.
So you can take a look at the Permian. The Permian has dropped from 361 down to 342. And meanwhile, let's take a look at these rigs, which Haynesville and Marcellus, we've gone from 42 and 64 to 35 and 51. So
So,
we're shedding a lot of rigs,
and
and
rigs are a short term leading indicator. And so what that does sort of tells you what's going to happen probably in the next 90 to 180 days.
well, and you could
So
take a look. You could take a look at last summer. We were bringing on close to a BCF every month, a BCF a day every month, and we're now down to like 180. And for perspective, that's 180,000 a day. And do you know how much new production is brought on to actually yield that 180,000?
are you asking me?
I'm
Are
asking
you?
you.
Well, I think it's about 600,000.
No, it's over 3 BCF. So
Wow, that's a lot of gas.
to fight decline, we have to bring on in new production over 3 BCF a day. So the thing is that this is, if it's positive, we're growing production. If it's negative, we're dropping on production. And as you can see, we're starting to lose production. Anadarko has actually started to lose production.
We're getting down to that zero line, aren't we?
Well, Anadarko, Eagleford. I mean, if you just look at those, this is on a monthly frequency, but these are negative. These are actually have gone negative. So you can take a look at that. So Anadarko
So
and Eagleford went from positive to negative, and the others are coming. So when I
so
take
I
a
don't
look at
think we're going to get.
everything,
I don't think we're going to get to 4. I think we'll see 4 in first quarter next year. I think we'll see $3 in third quarter this year. We could see $3 in September, just
right?
a little ahead of the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And so, folks, that's sort of what we think. The question is, what do you think?
Yeah. Drop us a comment. We're gonna try and respond to everybody. And if you want our personal opinion and you want our perspective, book a meeting with us. It's totally free. There's no obligation to subscribe to Rogue Edge. Would like you to become a part of it, but that's up to you. And it's really a matter of whether or not you see value in understanding where the market may be going. If you just want to think for yourself, this is a platform that gives you access to not only 150 different charts, but interactive charts that you can download that you can develop thesis. So that's all I had. Do you have anything, any closing
Just a
thoughts, Bill?
shout out to all the people I got to talk to yesterday at the Natural Gas Energy and Association of Oklahoma golf tournament. It was fun. Enjoyed visiting with you. And so, great organization. But, guys, it's going to be hot. So
It's going to be hot.
It's
And
and Brian, you know what they used to call this when I was a kid?
what's that?
Summer. So
Very true. Very true.
all right. Contact us. Let us know what you think.
Yep. And please like, subscribe, repost, like, subscribe to whatever channel you're on, if it's YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and comment, because that stuff really helps us develop content like this so that we can bring it to you. And we really would love to see you in Rogue Edge, but no obligation. But if you do those other things, it really helps us. So at a bare minimum, just drop us a comment, even if you don't like hearing us. So,
All right. See you guys.
hey, have a good one, and we will talk to you soon.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.